Hello everybody, it's Megalithic here, and today we're going to take a look at the Grotti Cheetah, retailing for a price of $650,000, ladies and gentlemen, and that makes this one of the bottom end cheetahs, don't you know? $150,000 more than the Turismo R, don't you know? Okay, so let's take her out onto the street and see how she handles before she's been upgraded. Okay, and what do we think? Acceleration up this hill, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, lacking. Not very good whatsoever, to be quite frank with you. Okay, we're going to check out this handling down through the Vinewood Hills here, and okay, a little bit heavy, right? Okay, what's going on? Right, whoops-a-daisies. Okay, well, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, it's not actually that bad. It's a little bit heavy, but it's not very twitchy, you know? It's sort of manageable. Okay, well, we're going to check out some top speed now, see what sort of air we get. Not bad, and let's have a look at the second one, and okay, so there we go. I'm sort of inclined to feel it's going rather along quite a pace there, ladies and gentlemen, so top speed doesn't seem that bad either. Okay, we'll check out the acceleration along the straight, ladies and gentlemen. Now I would like to go ahead and check out the stability of the vehicle, but we've got some there. I'll try it out here, I think. Whoops, and this is right, no, cars in front, sodding hell. Right, okay, well, never mind, right, okay, here we go. I think we've got a clear stretch here. We'll check out that stability, and I'm wiggling, and it really won't kick out. Okay, so the back end, very stable there, ladies and gentlemen. So what do we think? Acceleration, seemed, quite poor at the start there, but then perhaps not so bad. Top end speed, ladies and gentlemen, does seem to be moving. Handling, ladies and gentlemen, heavy handling, but still manageable, still manageable, not too bad. And very, very stable. Okay, well, we're going to take it on into the custom auto shop, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is the standard review, not the full review, so we'll let him be showing the more aesthetic modifications that can be affected to this vehicle. And because it's one of the bottom end Grottis, ladies and gentlemen, there are scant few of them. And of course, as always, we will be going through this section of the video at double speed just to hurry things along somewhat, but still give you an indication of what, like I say, can be affected to the vehicle in terms of aesthetic modifications. Okay, well, we're in and out very quickly, aren't we, ladies and gentlemen? Like I say, not very many modifications that can be affected to this vehicle. Okay, but it is a bottom end Grotti. Right, so let's check out this acceleration one more time up that hill. Not too bad, ladies and gentlemen. This cornering around here, now I've tried it a couple of times. I did slide, but I can assure you by taking your finger off the accelerator, you can get around there pretty much at top speed, okay? And speaking of top speed, let's take a look coming down here, and it's not too bad at all, ladies and gentlemen. It is shifting, so we'll check out the handling on this bottom right-hand corner, and okay, we're getting around there in good form, did clip a post, but I am a shocking driver. Okay, I've seen a lot of cars do a lot worse, so along this straight now, ladies and gentlemen, look at the acceleration and the top speed, and as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, that's got to be said, that's appreciable, it's not a slouch by any means, okay, and there we go, finally lost sort of the top end, slid off, terrible shame that, but never mind. Generally speaking, ladies and gentlemen, not bad, feels good all around, a good acceleration, good handling, good top end speed, and very stable. We're going to take it on to Sandy Shores, ladies and gentlemen. Before we do, we're going to take it on to our top speed test track. Okay, now just to give you an indication, ladies and gentlemen, the Benefactor Krieger can make it down here in about 50-51, the Grotti Italia GTO about 51-52, and the Pegassi Zentorno about 53-54. So we'll have a look at what the Grotti Cheetah can do, and it can do it in 56.124. Okay, well, that's on the outside edge of competitive, ladies and gentlemen, but it's not too bad for a cheap car. Okay, well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We've brought it up to Sandy Shores, and we're now going to put it up against some other vehicles and see how she stacks up, Okay, so first off the mark today, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Grotti Turismo R, the baby sister to the Cheetah, ladies and gentlemen. The Turismo R retailing for a price of $500,000, I do believe, ladies and gentlemen, and $650,000 for the Cheetah, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, there's not much difference between them there, the Cheetah did get off the line slow, but it's crossed the line first. And ladies and gentlemen, if you go watch the full review, you'll see we really do have a hell of a time with this car. We do these tests over and over again, and what we keep finding, ladies and gentlemen, is the Cheetah wins one time and loses the next against all sorts of cars. As you can see, this is the Grotti Turismo R I'm driving now, and I am significantly ahead of the Cheetah there, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to remain there for the rest of the race, and we've done this test multiple times, switching drivers and all sorts of things, and what we keep finding is that the Cheetah is effectively, ladies and gentlemen, inconsistent in its results, that's what we seem to be finding. Okay, so after the Turismo R, we move it on to the Vista Comet RS, ladies and gentlemen. This is about $1.15 million, something like that, just over the $1 million mark, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very fine car, and as you can see, as one may expect for that $1 million, you know, a good leap up the price range there from the 650 here. Yes, it got into the lead quite easily there, ladies and gentlemen. Pulled away quite nicely, and now I've got to the corner, and I've got in front of it, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And now, even worse, I'm pulling away from it, and we're utterly baffled by this vehicle, ladies and gentlemen. Can't make head nor tails of it. So we, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, the full review will show you a much more extensive range of tests, but yes, we do go ahead and do this test over and over again. And as I say, ladies and gentlemen, what can we say about the Grotti Cheetah? I'll tell you right now, inconsistent. That's all that we can really come to the conclusion of. You know, at times it seems very, very good for the money, and at times it seems very, very bad, you know. Okay, and so we're utterly baffled by this car, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen. On this occasion, we've got in front of the Comet SR there, but it's pulling alongside us and challenging us now. And if you watch down to the line, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's going to get in front before us. Okay, then that's really rather confusing. That was $1 million car, so we're going to go down a tenth the price now, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Benefactor Serrano, don't you know, retailing for a price of $110,000 only, ladies and gentlemen. Makes it down the top speed test track in 55.757, I do believe. He's gone onto the back of me there, ladies and gentlemen, so he's going to wash off a little bit of speed there, don't you know. Like I say, technically faster down the straight doesn't mean it's going to be faster around the track, but it is. Okay, so there we go. It can beat a $1 million car, ladies and gentlemen, but it can't beat a $100,000 car. And the Serrano, as far as we're aware, can't beat the Comet, so we're utterly baffled. Like I say, I mean, I am a shocking driver. Mr. Raccoon is far more proficient. I should point out Mr. Raccoon driving all of the other vehicles, ladies and gentlemen. I'll come back to that in a moment. It is a Pegassi Zentorno we're up against currently, ladies and gentlemen. $725,000, what we consider to be a high watermark, don't you know? As I say, being driven by Mr. Raccoon. His name is the Bromby. He has a channel of his own. It is called the Bromby. If you type that into YouTube, you should go and find it. And why don't you go and do that? And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming up the back end of the Pegassi Zentorno. And the Pegassi Zentorno is a fantastic car. We shouldn't be able to do that, and yet we have. Okay, so we're utterly confused, utterly perplexed, and utterly baffled, ladies and gentlemen. So we bring it on to the final masquerade, and of course there's going to be no surprises here, ladies and gentlemen. We're putting it up against the Grotti Cheetah GTO, retailing for a price of $2 million, and as far as we're concerned, the fastest car on GTA Online. You know, not technically down the top speed test track, the Krieger does take that honour, but round the track, ladies and gentlemen, the GTO is going to take it more times than it loses, you know. Okay, so what do we think of the Cheetah, ladies and gentlemen? Utterly perplexed. It's inconsistent as hell, and that's pretty much an end of this video as far as we're concerned. And yes, Mr. Raccoon makes that point quite eloquently. Yeah, so the question is, ladies and gentlemen, you know, really, should you go ahead and purchase it? Well, I wouldn't recommend it. I'd say go get a Zentorno or go get a Turismo R, you know. Anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed this video, and bloody hell, sodding hell. As always, thank you very much for watching.